Good day, everyone. My name's Darth Dingabat, and today I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Something I would probably never do, but I'm doing it now because I finished all the games. Today I am going to be ranking all the Resident Evil games, in my opinion, from worst to best. Let's do this. So let's just start a new game on Madhouse because this was my favorite. Okay, so this is like, I'm telling you, Resident Evil is my life. Like, I loved these games, all of them. There was a little bit of hiccups in some of them, but they were pretty good. Okay, I'm going to start my list now. From number 7, I say on my list is Resident Evil 5, the worst game in the franchise, in my opinion. Why this is really like the worst game in the franchise is this. It just kept on taking too long, like, to get up to things that you really wanted to kill. Like, it was like building up the moments, everything, but then it just took too long to do that. Like, I liked it, I just didn't like it as much as the others. It had a little bit of hiccups in it. So that's the worst game in the franchise, in my opinion. Coming in at number 6 for the second worst game in the franchise is Resident Evil 6. Well, I wanted, like, this one was different to the others. I'm telling you, that it had some moments, but it just had too much action moments in it. Like, I wanted some horror. I mean, Leon and Helena's story, they had a little bit of horror, but it was just mostly action, and all the others, all action too. I didn't like. I mean, like, people in this, people were telling me that, like, that was the worst game in the franchise. But it was like, it was good. It's just it was not that good to the others. So I'm ranking that at my number 6 point. Coming in at number 5 is Resident Evil, the first game. This one here. This one was really different to the others. Like, it was not over the shoulder like most of the other games that Capcom has made. It was camera angles. And you know me, when I play games with camera angles, you don't see me. You only see that one. That it's just the camera angles mess me up most of the time. And I just don't really get it as much. Why? Because, like, when you're trying to run away from a zombie, it changes back and then it makes you make you go backwards towards the danger. I want to go towards the light, not the danger. So that zombies killed me a lot in that one when he watched. But now I'm gonna put that in my number 5. Coming in at number 4 is Resident Evil 3 Remake. This one was quite different. I keep on saying that for all the games, they were quite different, but still, it had its moments, being like Nemesis. Nemesis. Capcom, you had to. Nemesis was like the big part of the game and everything. I mean, I didn't really think it was the big part. It was more like the nuke of Raccoon City, the destruction of Raccoon City, the what do you call it? The fucking. I was gonna say the destruction of Raccoon City. That was like the big part about the game, and the president, was he with that? It was quite interesting how, like, they changed, like, from the original. Like, the original was quite better than the remake, I reckon. Because, that had its moments, and, like, they kind of shortened out the game. So, I'm going to put that, they was like, I wanted the clock tower puzzle and everything, and, Capcom just shortened the game out. Like, it was too short. It was really disappointing. They're going to put that in my number 4, Resident Evil 3 Remake. Coming at number 3, people are going to probably hate me for this. Resident Evil 4. This one here. This one was like one of the best games of Resident Evil franchise. Like, one of the best. But, I mean, like, people in the comments below, do not tell me. This is my opinion. Like, this is my opinion. Like, this is my own list. Not your list, mine. But like in my playthrough, I kind of I tried to speed run the whole game. Like I used my rocket launcher, like my infinite rocket launcher, because like it took me too long to get there, to get the infinite rocket launcher and everything. But it had its moments. Resident Evil 4. It's just I didn't really. It wasn't like the best in my opinion. Resident Evil. It was good, but it wasn't the goodest, like the bestest out of them all. But it was good. It was good, but there were some moments in there where I didn't really like. Like some of the bosses, I kind of just like it failed me. Like I kind of wanted them to be really hard, but they just didn't like touch me at all. I mean they did, but like not as much. So I gonna put that in my number 3 ranking. Okay, coming in at number 2 for the second best Resident Evil game of all time is Resident Evil 2 Remake. Now that was scary. Like I'm telling you, it was so scary. That the Capcom top-notch remake. Like it was the best remake in my opinion. So Resident Evil 2. The police station, the puzzles, Mr. X, fucking god, Mr. X was the creepiest. But like Mr. X plus William, which he wasn't that scary than Mr. X, like William, good boss, like it was good bosses, but Mr. X's boss, that was the best in my opinion. Like he had his insta-kill move, he had all those crushed punch you in the face moves with his hand, whatever you want to call it, spiky hand thing. But he had some moments too. Like as I was saying, like with Resident Evil 3, Nemesis, you could like knew when he was coming. Like you knew when he was coming. But Mr. X, I did not know any time when he was going to come. Like he smashed through the wall in front of my mouth. He went through the door and nearly killed me. He fucking what do you call it? He did everything to get in your path, but Nemesis, like, he was so easy to get away from, and he was just, like, all the story parts of it. Like, he was just all the story parts. Mr. X, he was not part of, like, the big story and everything. Like, he didn't come up to you, like, every time you were in one fucking moment of the game. But it was, like, the second best game of all time of Resident Evil. So, okay, so I'm going to put that in my number 2. But now, ladies and gentlemen, well, I didn't really make a list for this, but I'm going to put, like, my honorable mentions. I'm going to put Resident Evil Revelations 1, and then Resident Evil Revelations 2, and Resident Evil... I actually don't know the other games as much as the others, so I'm going to put those are my honorable mentions for... And also, they were pretty bad games too. What is this? I'm playing a Madhouse difficulty too, people on this game. But as you can see right now, coming at the best fucking game of Resident Evil franchise, coming by number 1, is the game you're seeing right now we're playing, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. That was the best game of all time of Resident Evil. Like, as you heard my answer in the last video, it was so top notch. Like Resident Evil 6 and 5, they were just action games. But this one, it just came out with like a next level of horror. Like I got some scares. I would never get scared, but this game, it just left me like really scared. Oh my god, this game just had its moments and jump scares and everything. But my heart was pounding so much in this game. Like I got so scared that I needed to go pee in like one of my videos. It was so scary. Yeah, but still, this game, Capcom, hopefully you do well with number 8, which I will be reviewing that once I play it. Like, that game will hopefully be good, but I don't think it's going to be as good as Resident Evil 7, but like 8 will be probably as good as the other games. Like, it has werewolves, witches, everything you need in a Resident Evil game. It's going to be so top-notched. I'm telling you, Resident Evil 8 Village, it's like Resident Evil 4 remake. So hopefully Capcom remakes Resident Evil 4 because like I would want to play that. Like that would be pretty good, you know. So that was my number one, kids. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard is the best Resident Evil game in my opinion. So fuck off for fighting with me, as I said in the freaking video. You know, kids, Resident Evil, it's my life. Like I loved these games. These games changed my life. Like Resident Evil was like my whole move Andre. Like Resident Evil, I can't move. Why can't I move? Resident Evil was literally the game that I started playing on my channel. Like this is my channel. Like Resident Evil, it was my channel, my life, my ambition to show you these games. Like it was my ambition. And now I'm fucking done with them. It's gonna be like it's gonna change my channel. Like I am gonna do Resident Evil 8 with these, but still, Resident Evil, best franchise ever of video games. It changed everything. Like the scary, the horror, some of the action scenes, top notch. It's the best. I'm gonna be doing this whole video just saying this is the best franchise. Like this is my life. I loved it. I loved showing you this franchise to you people. It was like some of you guys liked these games, like my video. I liked your support and everything. I love you people. You support you're making me look closer to my ambition. So people, that was my ranking of Resident Evil. This was like a very different thing of videos. Like I'm not gonna make just all gaming videos. I'm gonna make ranking videos of like movies and video games. I'm probably going to maybe one day maybe reaction videos once I get all the better equipment for that. But ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to end this video here now on my first ranking video. I hope you enjoyed. Just don't ask me a lot. Like, why did you put that game there? Like, why did you do that? Why did you do that? I was like, I don't care. This is my list. This is my opinion. So, people, I think I'm going to this video here now. If you liked this video, punch the like button in the face and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, you lovely people. Thank you for the support.